Hi, I'm Chloe Elise, and this is the Fashion to Impact podcast, the show where we empower curvy mid-sized women to quit playing it safe and begin presenting their best self in any situation. Through discussing the latest fashion trends and discovering ways to overcome the status quo, on this journey, we'll learn what it truly means to impact the world through fashion. Welcome back to the Fashion to Impact podcast. I am your host, Chloe Elise, and let's have these hard conversations. So, I just want to take some time and acknowledge how far I have come. And I did not know that when you get to a certain point in your life or your career, you kind of have to rediscover yourself, if that makes sense. All my life, since I was 15 years old, I've been working and I've been on my grind. I had my first job at 15. I was in school and I was working. When I graduated high school, I got an office job and I had a part-time job. I was working at a clothing store and McDonald's. Then when I started community college, I was working the office job and community college. Then when I graduated from community college, got my associate's degree, I transferred over to a 4-year university where I was there doing a full schedule and I was working. When I graduated with my 4-year degree, I came full on to my 9 to 5. And even with the 9 to 5, I started my businesses. That's when I started my online boutique. I started in college, but I took it more seriously, and I started my charity. Then, so it's always been a grind for me, and I just got a new position maybe 2 years ago, like 1.5 years ago, and I've been progressing in my career, and now I'm at the point where I don't have to solely rely on my businesses to supplement my income. So basically what I was doing before, like I was working these office jobs, but it wasn't kind of covering my living expenses. So I started a business to create more income and also just be creative. But now since my income has increased and I can kind of cover my living expenses, I got times on my hands because I'm not so much grinding for my side hustle, side businesses, if that makes sense. Like, it's not that much of I don't want to say it's not that much of a need, but I'm not in scarcity mode. That is it. Scarcity mentality. That's going to be this episode. I'm no longer in scarcity mode and I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself now that I have all this free time on my hands. It's like my mind has the time to wander, and I don't really like that. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Like, when I am not being busy, I've been talking to my therapist about this as well. Like, when I have a lot of time on my hands, that's when my thoughts tend to take over. So now I'm in the process of rediscovering myself and rediscovering my thought process, because it's okay to rest. When God has blessed you and has changed your outlook, and not, I don't even say your tax bracket, but when he has been blessed, has blessed you enough to cover your bills and stuff like that, that scarcity mentality is a hard thing to break. And I feel like in the Black community, especially women, we are always trying to justify and occupy our time because we feel like we don't deserve to rest. And I'm here to tell you all, like, we have to rest in order for us to sit in our blessings. And we also have to applaud ourselves when we have made growth. I'm talking to myself right now. I have never taken the time to actually like acknowledge how far I come. And now I'm sitting here And I have all these financial goals that I never, like, I've always dreamed about them, but I never put them in action. So now that I'm in a different, I'm out of that scarcity mode, I can now implement these financial goals I have and put them in process. And it is like so crazy. So I am rediscovering myself. I remember, so I'm saving money. I have saving goals that I'm doing right now. And I went to the bank, and y'all, I had zeros in my bank account, and I have never seen that for myself before. Like when I had my businesses, it was like I have this business, but I'm gonna put back money into my business to see it grow. So I've never like stacked up my savings like that because I was always like recycling the money and always supplementing my income. Like it will be like I pay my bills, then I would sell something or do some cakes, and then I would take that money and get my hair done or get my nails done because my my salary or whatever was not covering my lifestyle. So to be here and be in this space where I have money to delegate and I have money to save and I'm actually saving the money, it is it is blowing my mind. It is freaking blowing my mind. And this past weekend, like I've been doing Vlogmas, which I'm so excited about, and I'm being consistent because I love YouTube, y'all. I think I've always wanted to be some sort of influencer, and I've always been scared to like step out. But now that I have this time, it's like it is so fun to me, and just been doing it. So I've been sharing everything on my YouTube channel, XO Chloe Lease, and Vlogmas is just where you post a video, 25 videos. So you do a video a day until the Christmas, which is the 25th of December. So I'm doing that. And it's like, I have all this time on my hands. And on Saturday, I wanted to go to the mall. I was trying to get my cousin to go. And she was like, I'm tired. I can't go to the mall. And I was like, nobody wants to go to the mall. Like, my niece, honey, my niece is working. Like, I used to go places with her. She's working, so she had to go to work. My mom, she didn't want to go nowhere. Like, nobody wanted to go with me. So I was like, okay, I had to actually sit with myself. I actually had to relax. I had to not be doing anything. And I'm just learning to like cherish this moments because, y'all, I'm so used to on the weekends grinding. Like I've never had downtime before. So all this downtime, I'm learning to learn about Chloe. So I just wanted to bring this to you all's attention because I know a lot of women out there, especially a lot of Black women, we never cherish the alone time. We're always looking to supplement our time with something else. We always think that we need to do more instead of just, sitting and basking and not doing anything because we deserve it. And we have to acknowledge how far we come, and we have to acknowledge how God has blessed us. So today I'm acknowledging that God has blessed me, and I'm no longer in that scarcity mentality, but I'm praying that he can help me manage my thoughts in this time because, y'all, I'm such a creative. I have ideas out the yin yang, and I'm really learning how to wait on God's timing. And that's another thing. When you are sitting with your thoughts, you kind of have to manage them and not try to overstep God's timing. So, yeah, I know this episode was all over the place, but I just wanted to get this out there because this is real out here in these streets, and I just never thought I would be here. I never thought my lifestyle would be like this, but I'm so excited for what's to come. And yeah, I just thank you all for listening to this podcast. If you have any episodes that were your favorite, please let me know. If you click on the link in our Instagram at Fashion to Impact Podcast, there's a message inbox, and in there y'all can just DM me and let me know Sorry. Y'all can DM me, let me know which episode has, I guess, resonated with you the most. And yeah, I just thank you all for listening and following this podcast. But until next time, peace out, you guys.